Right, my beauties, today I'm going to read you a couple of short ones because I've got to get on with work, but I did promise you a story. So this first one is called The Crow and the Pitcher. One hot sunny afternoon, a crow was looking for water. He was very thirsty. He searched high and low but couldn't find any. He happened to fly over a house, and in the background was an old pitcher, which is like a big glass, which still had some water in it. He felt relieved that he could quench his thirst at last. The crow swooped down and tried to drink the water. To his dismay, his beak couldn't reach the water since the water level was so low. The crow thought to himself, "Oh no! What am I going to do? If I tip the pitcher over, the water will spill out and I won't be able to drink. There must be another way." He tried to find a solution to the problem by thinking for a while, and then suddenly a plan dawned upon him. He immediately collected a few pebbles and dropped them inside the pitcher. Slowly, as he dropped a pebble by pebble, the water level started to rise. The crow was able to add enough pebbles, and this increased the water level all the way up to the rim. He was now able to reach the water, and he drank until he was no longer thirsty. This way, the crow was able to solve his problem by smart thinking, which just goes to show that if you stop and think for a moment, you can work out the answers to anything. Right, this second story is called The Lion and the Mouse. Once upon a time, a ferocious lion woke up from sleep when something tickled his nose. It was a tiny mouse running across in fright. The lion was furious. In an attempt to kill the mouse, laid his strong paws on him. The poor mouse begged for his life, saying, Please, spare me this one time. I will surely help you with all my might if I can be any of use to you at some point." The king of the jungle was amused. He said, "Well, how can a tiny mouse like you be of any help to a great lion like me?" But the lion decided to forgive the mouse and let it go, just this one time. Weeks later, the lion was trapped in a hunter's net. He was very worried, tried to figure a way out, but no matter how much he wiggled, he just tightened it around himself. Just then, the little mouse happened to pass by, and as promised, he was willing to help the lion. He gnawed and bit and chewed away the ropes and freed the lion before the hunters came. The lion now realised that not to underestimate anyone, and thanked the mouse immensely. It doesn't matter how big you are or how small, we can all help one another out. We're all just as important, and that's what you should always remember. Never underestimate anyone. And the last one I'm going to read you is called The Crow and the Fox. No, it's not, it's called The Fox and the Crow. Right. Once upon a time there lived a cunning fox. He was hungry and looking for food. Just then a crow flew over his head and perched on a branch in a nearby tree. The crow held a piece of cheese in her beak and was about to eat it. The fox was very hungry, and he wanted that cheese for himself. He came up with a plan to get the cheese from the crow. So he rushed to the tree and looked up and started praising the crow. "Hello, Miss Crow, it's good to see you. You're such a pretty bird," he said. The crow didn't pay attention at first, so he continued. "How beautiful and shiny your feathers. I'm sure you've got a great voice too. I would love to hear you sing. Can you please make my day by singing your favourite song?" The crow could not believe her ears. Nobody had praised her like this before, and she was so carried away by the fox's words that she agreed to please the fox with her voice. The moment she opened her mouth to sing, the piece of cheese fell to the ground. The fox quickly snatched the cheese up and ran away. The crow realised that she had been tricked by the fox and was made to part with her own food. She learnt a lesson there and then that one should not fall prey to flattery. You should always think before you act. And I think that's going to be all. That will be the 3 stories for today, my darling children. I hope that you've been good for mummy, that you've had a good day, that nothing terrible's happened, and I hope that you sleep well. And I shall give you a call tomorrow, okay? I love you. And you. And you. Mwah. Bye.